Hello everyone, it's Louise here from Crazy Borgies. I hope you're well and fine on this beautiful September day. So today's video I'm going to do a whip and chat of my gorgeous colourful cats. I'm on the last section now. So first and foremost, before we get started, if I could ask you, if you haven't done so already, to please consider liking and subscribing and follow me on TikTok and Instagram on Crazy Borgies Diamond Art. Okay, let's put that there. I've just come outside to film this video, but unfortunately the clouds are looking a little bit unpredictable, shall we say. So hopefully they will hold off the rain for now while I do this quick video. If not, then we may have to change location. Never mind though, never mind. Right, I am gonna work on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna work on symbol 1 at the moment. Well, should we do a nice chunky symbol actually? Let's do let's do number 5 actually, because there's a lot of 5 in this cat's face over here. So I hope you're all well and had a beautiful weekend so far. I have been to church this morning, so I'm feeling very, very, very thankful this morning. There we go, number 5. I'm looking at this upside down, which probably is not the best option to do, but it's the way that the table and the setup is this morning. So yes, what did I do yesterday? Yesterday went to church in the evening with my children, and one of them is now going to train to be an altar server, which is good. Gives her something to do. This is like a real, it looks almost like a clear actually. I think that is a clear. Yes, let's see if you can see it in the daylight there. Let's zoom you up a bit. Can you see it, guys? There. Whoa, that is close up, isn't it? There. So let's zoom you back out a little bit. There. So you might hear some background noise of aeroplanes, helicopters, the dog barking, birds chirping, that sort of noise. Me screaming because a bee has just gone past my ear. That's quite possible as well. I was undecided today about which one to work on, whether to work on this one or my big huge one, the 100 by 50 centimeters. Yeah, I've been really slack with that this summer. But see, this one is actually for a friend of mine, so I thought, you know what, this is the last section to do as well. and then I can put it on a backing canvas and gift it to her. I've decided actually that I prefer putting them on backing canvases than actual frames, because we've been in a heat wave this week, well, this last few months. Some of my diamond paintings that I had in frames have actually fallen off the wall and smashed. The glass is smashed inside, so I thought if that's a sign to just stick to backing canvases, you know, that's the best thing, I think, especially if you don't want to put nails in your wall and all that sort of stuff if you're changing them. And or you could get the magnetic frames, I suppose, but even that you'd have to get mind you, I suppose a magnetic frame, if it falls off the wall, isn't going to do as much damage as, say, a heavy glass frame. So yeah, those command strips, they're good, but oh gosh, Luna's just gone running off down the garden with a bucket. Yes, you know, from the beach. Yeah. Yeah, I think if they fall off the wall and they're on a canvas, it's backing, you know, like a art canvas, then it's not going to do as much damage as, say, if a heavy frame falls on you. And some of these diamond paintings, once they have all the diamonds on, they can actually be quite heavy, you know. They don't look it, but they really can be. So yeah, I went to the 8 o'clock mass this morning. And I'm now having a lazy Sunday for the rest of the day. All my children are back in school tomorrow, so that's going to be good for me. Yeah, this one was gifted by COODEALS. So I will try and link it, and you can get it in round or square, and you can get it in acrylic rounds and square, or rhinestones round and or square even. So you've got lots of options on COODEALS. Going to change colour in a bit, I think, because oh, actually these look like they've got a little bit of a blue in them, ever so slightly. I could be wrong, I don't know. It could be my eyes, I guess. Okay, so just had to make some lunch for one of my children. Luna is getting up to mischief, running around the garden. I'm pleased to say she's back to her old naughty self. She's recovered now from her operation, and at least now if she does run off with a boy dog, we won't have to worry about her being pregnant. So that's something at least. Okay. There we go. No, that's a dodgy one there. Doesn't happen often, but every now and then you get a dodgy one. Dodgy diamond. And I mean, the amount of diamonds that they produce, all the diamond paintings, it's gonna happen, isn't it? Every now and then get a dodgy diamond. I think we will change colour in a minute. Go for something a bit more colourful. I feel really itchy today, like I've got little insects on me, but I think that's just the heat, because it's a little bit humid here, just ever so slightly. But yes, so tomorrow all the kids are back at school, so I'm just gonna have the whole day to myself, which is going to be marvellous. Yes, so I shall be able to go out in the morning without having to worry about what time to come back from church, because they'll be at school. Oh gosh, now she's underneath the table. Honestly, I do wonder to myself, does this happen to anyone else, that, you know, they can all, the house can be all quiet, all peaceful. Luna, stop it. All quiet, all peaceful. The dog can be asleep, the parrot can be asleep, everyone's fine. And then I decide to get my camera out, or my phone out, and start recording, and everyone decides to suddenly need something or ask me a question, or the dog starts getting restless, the parrot starts squawking, and I wonder to myself, is it just me that happens to? Or does it happen to other content creators as well? I just wonder. Usually on Sundays I do cross stitch most of the day, but today I was missing, I just felt the need to do some diamond painting. Yes. Right, let's change colour now into something a bit more exciting. Okay. We'll go for number 1. I've only got a few number 1s here actually in this little cave. This is like a really dark purple shade, this one. Very dark. Okay. Let's see. This one is sort of scattered about here, there and everywhere really. So I heard something on the radio this morning and it really made me think to myself, this is such a true way to look at your life a little bit anyway. So I was listening to Radio Maria in England. It's a Catholic radio station, and sometimes I listen to it when I'm driving along, when they've got good talks on there. Usually they have like some priests come along and talk, or some nuns, or just someone who has really been touched by Jesus in their life and that, you know. So this morning I was listening to I think it was the Vatican. Yes, they had the Vatican live in Rome, they had the live mass there, and the Pope was giving his homily after the gospel reading, and he was saying about Carlo Acutis, Saint Carlo Acutis. He was just made a saint yesterday, I think, and he was a young teenage boy who went off, and he was literally like the first millennium saint. That's what it is, I think, one of the first millennium saints. And he basically went off and started a website and dedicated it to the Eucharist and the miracles of the Eucharist. He done like a whole website with where miracles had been witnessed and performed with the Eucharist. Okay, so he was talking about him, and he was talking about Padre Pio, I think his name is. He's another saint, and he was saying, you know, that too many people in this world spend far too much time thinking about the beauty of their body, and not enough people think about the beautiful, how beautiful their soul is, basically. And I thought, you know, this is true. So many of us, women, men, children even, you know, we worry about how beautiful, how attractive we are, and you know, we all fall into that trap of vanity from time to time. Let's just wait for this aeroplane to go over. I'm going to change colour again, guys. Go for a lighter lilac now. So yeah, we all fall into that trap of vanity, don't we, from time to time. There we go, gorgeous lilac there. And it just made me think, you know, about how much pressure is on young girls today to look a certain way, and boys as well, you know. And they're all just so worried about how they look. And are they truly worried about how their soul looks even? Probably not. But yeah, it just made me think really about it. And I thought that's a really good way to look at it, because our body, you know, it deteriorates, doesn't it, as we get older. But our soul, if we feed our soul correctly, can live on forever if we do what's right by God and Jesus and try to be good people. So yeah, just made me think about it like that, really. So I was driving along, because, you know, our bodies, once, you know, we get past a certain age, everything hurts, doesn't it? And while it's good to obviously make the best of our bodies, you know, like look as nice and presentable as we can, and, you know, dress ourselves the way that we want to, and all that sort of stuff, that's good. But in the grand schemes of life and death and all the rest of it, we're not really going to need it for much, are we? You know, because it's not like we can, when our judgment day comes, we can say to God, oh, at least I looked after my body. He's going to be like, what? But what did you do to look after your soul? And what did you do to look after your children's soul and your friends and family, you know? Did you pray for them? Did you help them? Look after them when they're sick? Advise them? You know, just little thoughts that floated through my mind as I was driving home from church. This is a very pretty shade, isn't it? So hopefully I'm going to be able to finish this diamond painting perhaps tomorrow or the next day. I doubt that I'll be able to finish tonight. But when I do, I will upload a short. So keep your eyes peeled. In fact, I should really order the backing canvas that this is going to go on. See, now that this shade is next to that shade, that looks more like a reddish, deep red, doesn't it, than a purple. This is symbol 2, by the way. Forgot to tell you that. So yes, whilst I love the holidays and I love having the children at home with me, it is always a good thing to have children back in school and into a routine, because my children, they are the type of children that need a routine. They thrive in a routine. When they're at home all the time, they turn into sloths, and I think this happens to most children. You know, I remember it happened to me when I was growing up. I used to love the summer holidays, but about halfway through you would start to feel just tired of being bored and at home. In fact, what did I do in the summer holiday? When I was a little girl, actually, I used to go and stay with a few relatives, one of them being my Scottish grandmother. And she actually used to teach me how to knit. She taught me how to knit. She was a fabulous knitter. She could knit a jumper in like a couple of weeks easily. Oh, it was, you know, and they were really nice quality wool and really excellent designs, you know. She was really good at it. But then saying that, she'd been doing it since she was a little girl. So yeah, I used to go and spend most of my summer knitting, reading and stuff like that. But now the kids, they just want to be on their Kindles and their electronics, gaming most of the time. Trying to see where the rest of these twos are. Oh, it's getting a bit windy out here now, guys. I'm just looking around the canvas now to see where else number 2 is scattered. I've probably missed loads. There's one. Oh, there's a few over here actually. Yeah. Okay guys, I think I'm going to end this whip and chat here. It's just a little quick video to stop in with yourselves. I hope that you've enjoyed it and a little catch up. Take care, God bless, and look after yourselves. Most importantly, look after one another. Okay, bye for now guys. God bless you all. Bye.